Hello everybody, how you guys doing? This is gonna be my first video of the new update where units are now able to level up to level 100, which can increase their damage exponentially. If you watched my Goku video, he only did 40,000 damage at that time, but now he deals 53,000, which is a huge increase. But this video will be a showcase on Sung Shadow Monarch Exodia, so I hope you guys are ready for that. If you want to get Sung, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to spin the normal banner at the shop, and once you're level 10, you have a 0.01% chance of being able to pull a secret unit. Now that secret can either be Sung, or it can be Satella, which is a little bit worse than Sung. If you want to evolve Sung, you're going to have to go to Guts, and you need to craft the Emperor's Shadow Orb for 10 blue runestones, 15 green, 10 red, 10 purple, and 2 rainbow runestones. Then you go over to your Psycho to evolve your unit, and you pick the Sung that you want to evolve. I'll pick this one, and all you need is the Emperor Shadow Orb. You do not need anything else besides the Emperor Shadow Orb, and then you can get your Sung Shadow Monarch for yourself. The stats that I have on my Sung are a secret in attack, a mythic in SPA, and a secret in range. So he's a fairly decked out unit at the moment, but without further ado, let's get into the Infinity and we'll see just how good this unit is. Okay, welcome back. We're in the Infinity. Now there is one thing about Sung Jinwoo that you should know before you place him down, is that he has a passive that can buff his damage or SPA by 10% randomly with each placement. So we'll place him down. See, here he got a minus 10 SPA, so he's attacking faster, but we don't want that for this video. We're going to try and get the attack. There we go. So I think it is bugged, or it's just meant to be that way, but when you get the attack, he has a plus 20% buff. I'm not entirely sure why, since it says it's supposed to be 10% in his passives. It is not a visual bug or anything, because if you do the math from what he was at before, it adds up into a 120% buff, so he is dealing 20% more damage than his normal ability. I will not do what I normally do in my videos and read each of these off. I will only go by each individual upgrade, from first attack, second attack, third, and then max level. His first placement, he's dealing 45.1 thousand damage with an SPA of 5 and a range of 38.2. His next attack pattern is Rogue Strike at upgrade 3, where he's dealing 112.8 thousand damage with an SPA of 4.8 and a range of 47.8. And we'll go up to his next attack, which is upgrade 8, which is Strike Fear, where he's dealing 225.5 thousand damage with an SPA of 4.5 and a range of 52.4. Bam. And he maxes out at upgrade 14, where he's dealing 473.6 thousand damage with an SPA of 4.9 and a range of 61.2. I won't use his ability until the end. Basically, it buffs his damage by 50%, summons Igris, and it also summons Shadow Soldiers as well. Now we'll place down Idol and see how much damage he's dealing now. 670.9 thousand damage with an SPA of 4.4 and a range of 67.3 with the Idol buff. And now we'll look at one of the new units that is a buffing tower, which is Robin. You can get her from the Mushroom Rush thing that is going on right now. She is a buffing tower, and she's extremely powerful, okay? She buffs damage by 75%, increases SPA by 10%, and also increases range by 10%. Sung Jinwoo now has a buff of 145% attack with an SPA of minus 20 and a range of plus 20. His new damage is now 966.8 thousand with an SPA of 3.9 and a range of 73.4. His passives are Shadow. When placing this unit, randomly receive a damage or cooldown by 10%, and his next passive is Level Up. Every one enemy killed increases range and damage by 1% up to 20%. His next passive is Arise. When killing an enemy, there's a 40% chance of them becoming a Shadow. And if you have Cha, Light Arc, which is an evolved form of Cha, increases damage by 50%. I will not be doing that because I'm looking at the raw damage potential of Sung Jinwoo by himself. Now we'll look at his ability, Monarch Domain, which I already went over before, but it summons Igris, Baru, and Shadow Soldiers, and increases damage by 50%. His new buff is 195% attack, and he's now dealing 1.2 million damage with an SPA of 3.9 and a range of 73.4. His Shadow Soldiers have 582.1 thousand HP, Baru has an HP of 2.3, and Igris has 2.6 million HP. That is fairly strong for a summoning tower as well. Now, since he does have a passive of leveling up, I will move him closer to the start point. Okay, now his final, after leveling up after everything, he now has 145% damage buff with a minus 30 SPA and a range of plus 40, and he maxes out at 966.8 thousand damage with an SPA of 3.4 and a range of 85.7, which makes him fairly strong. I'll look at his ability one more time, just so we can see how much his damage has increased. Okay, with his Monarch Domain ability, he now has 195% increased attack damage, and he now deals 1.2 million damage with an SPA of 3.4 and a range of 85.7. And that is Sung Jinwoo Showcase Shadow Monarch blah 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 blah. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.